Paranoia does get the catch, but not much being found other than some damage onto Tens. Will get whittled away at. JonCutie now just going to be investing in that near-old theft. TP from Tens works his way over towards C, identifying that he is perfectly safe in this position. Did see and note that there's going to be one forward at B, but Forsaken, he gets in front of it. TP out, he's trying to run away, but Tens does get caught. Lockdown now going to be invested to try to clear things out. Forsaken, a follow-up headshot. JonCutie dead, but Saucy snappy with it. Takes him down. The spike is not planted. It's still held in hand, but look at Monyet. He can hear this movement. Know exactly where Saucy's going to be going. He can relay that, but yeah, there it is. The rotate back across from Jing.
Yeah, but these are just 1v1s.
If Saucy gets this, it's fully isolated. Pushes out. He will be good for the headshot. Saucy wins that. Who knows what happens? Paper X, they don't give him the opportunity. One more round to tie us up yet again as Paper X try to claw back.
Oh, just firing range here for Monyet with the Guardian. Love the chase down for Forsaken as well.
A little bit worried for him at first, but he manages to get there. Great follow-up on to JonCutie. But this is still on a knife's edge.
All right, looks like Ten's going to try to cause some chaos again. Get some A main control.
Something going on a walkabout out into mid again. Covering fire here from Monyet as well as Jing. JonCutie.
Wow.
Does have his cam cleared.
Paper X 10, aduh bahaya nih.
He's going to get himself right up alongside window.
Take flight.
Saucy will check over here towards A long, but nothing going to be spotted. It's a very deep pullback here from Devi.
Yeah, I don't know if Jing's going to get here on time. So Paper X, they have to decide if they're just going to go for the retake or not. Devi has to be ready with an exit. You have to remember there's that fault line potential.
That tells them everything.
Bahaya nih. Aduh.
Fault line does go through. Understand up there, but Wiley Devi able to exit, but this still it's going to have to be a full-blown fight on the retake. Having used the lockdown in the previous round, it's going to be very difficult for Paper X to try to break back through. Something around the backside, they have to clear a trap wire, so they know that there's at least some presence on that flank. Something pushing in, gets that headshot. What in the hell was that? Jing in the meantime off screen, comes up with one of the 10s. Now JonCutie gonna be taken down, but second still looks to anchor things. But yet pushing forward, finds one, gets some damage across here onto the enemy chest. And he'll be able to finish the job. The Paper X with the fuse will now tie us up yet again, 11-11.
The paranoia was perfect from Monyet. You could see the comms were just turning back and forth for Paper X as Monyet trying to decide, do I go for maximum damage on the site? Do I try to help out in sewers and they call for help because the Cyber Cage comes out? JonCutie couldn't see a thing, and something just jumps forward alongside Forsaken. I was wondering if something was actually going to try to updraft around the trap wire, but oh wow, that's just a quick one. Yeah, the paranoia just keeps him trapped in.
Jumping a Cyber Cage. And, normally that would be Panic City, but he's like, oh, well, he's paranoid, so it doesn't matter.
Yep.
What a wild round to tie us up yet again. I mean, you know, suspected that this one was going to go to distance all the way to 3. We've got there. Why not OT?
Looking likely. It's looking likely. They're adjusting a lot back and forth. Kaplan a bit more heated than the past timeouts. Didn't like what he saw in the past couple rounds, it seems. I mean, a big part of it, I think, is Sentinels. They started to rely maybe a bit too heavily on the fact that you push one side and then you realize that Paper X has to overreact. You try to overreact yourself, rotate immediately to the other side, but Paper X is quick on the feet as well. Perhaps a bit of a deeper mid lurk or something like that could help out Sentinels on those choices. You know, they've had a couple rounds where they actually pressure them and then run down the clock too much, right? Where they have to just all in without information on the other side of the map. So would love to see a bit more proactive lurk control if that's the style they're going to stick with.
They can pick up this next one. It'll be match point locked in for either team. Operator back into the hands of something. Looks like Zekin just going to be relying on the knives coming into this one. They know they need to have potentially some reserve cash for that next round should they lose here. Even if they win it, then it's a bloody one. TP port. Oh my god! Second instantly finds him on yet and Tens. The aggressive TP up catches Jing over in sewer. What a start from Sentinels, but now the push forward for Zekin catches 2 of his own. The turn back around, Zekin, however, finds himself another elimination as the Devi falls. Tens gets rid of an opposing Killjoy.
Oh, you have to save this something. I mean, You don't have an answer.
Surely.
Yeah, in the next round, your teammates
Aduh.
are all going to need buys. You
Pe-
have to save this.
Paper X
I mean,
ini
this was
tersisa
Sentinels. You're reading
something.
it through and through right
Bahkan di
after the
Sentinel
timeout.
masih 3 dia playernya.
Fantastic decision making.
Udah second dance lagi.
Whether it was Kaplan, whether it was John Cutie, I do not know.
Pengen
But
step
whoever
OP dia.
Yeah.
made the call for just the double aggressiveness coming through, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, the fact that they
That's
sent
the problem.
second on his own right through mid just to get that early pick, that's what really impresses me. And he hits it as well, very crucial. But even if he hadn't, right, they would have gotten the information that Magnet came in through window. They would have been able to back off, pinch on him, so the read was there no matter what.
Oh, hot damn. Sentinels now with that explosive round. They will take themselves up to match point. One more to go to kick off the AVL with a win and keep themselves in the upper bracket of Group A. Let's see what can Paper X get together for themselves. A Bulldog in the hands of Moniette. Devi will be able to afford a rifle with that half armor purchase. Util will be full across the board, but crucially, Celsius acquired a map from him overall, sure, but he's got a Rolling Thunder going into what could very well be the closing round of this series.
As long as he uses it, it should come out to great effect. Now, the question is do you use it on the entry or do you save it for the retake to really secure the map?
Took the turn of the flash. Cover up there on the Cloudburst. Something, waiting to see if the push forward comes in. Ten's tucked in towards the cubby. Dash gonna be popped. Nothing spotted. Ten's playing this one out patiently, and something knows that he's got to drift back over towards the side here of Long to not get caught.
I mean, something has to consider so many angles here just because of that shadow step. Another cyber cage.
It gets popped. He's playing on such a slim little line here. Tries to go for the shot, but Sasi just a bit faster. Shuts him down. Now the Rolling Thunder opening up the fight. Gets in front of it, but he's only going to be good for one. Sasi finds a second elimination. The paranoia slowing them up for a brief little moment here. Bounce on the Nanoswarm into the corner, but Sasi finds a third. Forsaken taken down. Tense finds one yet. Jing, however, comes up with three. Finds himself in a 1v1. Jing gets the 4K clutch, and we are going to overtime.
He is back in the flesh. Wow, the 4K on the Reyna tops the board with 22 kills for his team. And now we go to OT.
Absolutely unreal. Sasi doing so much work.
No.
The triple from him to open things up. But Jing just arrives and says, nah. Nah, I'm not done yet.
Oh, man. Just one by one.
Absolutely unreal scenes from Jing. Welcome back, indeed.
He's got that little smirk going on. Brings us to overtime, brings us a banger of a match here to kick things off on the AVL.
I'll admit, I was a little concerned after the first two maps were 13-7. I thought, okay, Paper X, they're back in, Jing's in form.
Yep.
We're gonna go to Haven. Maybe they just slaughter him. They change things up, they make it more interesting. Mind Freak's out for the first time in forever. We get to see Moniette on this roster alongside Jing. And now we get to overtime. This is everything we could have hoped for. So for all of you who made the decision to stay up late or wake up early to watch this, you are so damn welcome, because this is the series that you deserve.
Absolutely, you are the true winners. To be able to watch Sentinels versus Paper X at the end of 2023 here, going to overtime with these changes that we've had on both rosters all through and through, but also just all players playing at the top of their game, right? I mean, no one really slacking off one way or another. Sure, one might be quiet from one map to the next, but that's all in relativity. Everyone's still holding their own weight. Now Paper X going to be back on the attack, which is where they found most of their success. Had that 8-4 half.
In we go. No, not going to be seeing any operators here. No glass cannon from Zekin. Has been having a hell of a performance here on that jet. Really went down to having knives in hand. Dart up over the top. Dealt with. Zekin continuing forward, but smoke not going to give him any line of sight, so can just get himself tucked away into that A-long cubby. Drone from Devi, however, could flush him out.
Yeah, you got to re-clear this, right? This was one of the rounds he lost early last time. Oh,
Doesn't check.
They get drawn out by the saucy spam. Ooh.
And that could be very costly, but for the time being, it looks like Paper Rex widely going to be straying away from the A site. Now, might be okay. Tense, spotted, noted here. Flash comes across, push up Jing, knowing where two players are, but just can't quite get on top of either of them. Lear goes through, Ten's now going to be finished off as Divide finds that kill. One spotted, Forsaken with a lurk forward, onto the B site, guns down two. Delsis and Saucy both going to be gone. Cam out from John Cuny, toggles over, gets that little reveal, but the spray through the box, Jing mows him down, and suddenly it's all on second. Swings out, finds one, can't get the second, and Paper Rex will now take this to match point.
Very clean first round of overtime coming out from Paper Rex. And I love just the double pressure, right? You go into garage. I mean, just because of the chaos, both sides using so much utility, but amidst that chaos, Forsaken's able to creep through mid all the way into B. That gives him, again, that deep lurk.
Again.
Yeah.
These lurks that he's getting through. Absolutely just so huge here from Forsaken. Consistently getting themselves into these positions.
Yeah, the awareness just to keep a heads up, listens for the audio to turn around. Now, something does he go for the op here? Because having that op makes things a lot easier in terms of positioning for their composition. But of course, that does mean he would have to go glass cannon.
Yeah. Do they want to take that risk?
I don't know. I don't know. Everyone's crisp right now on Sentinels. I feel like that's a huge risk to take.
Well, one timeout for the overtime. Burned here by Sentinels. Everything resting on this.
Now, the last time they used it, they read the fact that Paper Rex would want to push back out off of the timeout, trying to catch them off guard. Second got a lead first kill in mid.
Yes.
Opened up the round.
But out of the, well, this is now 6 timeouts, but out of the 5 that they had used prior, they've only been able to convert around a win after one of those timeouts.
Okay, yeah, that's a good stat to keep in mind.
Okay, a lot of those are going to be, a timeout before you go into an eco, but here in OT, there's no more ecos, there's nothing but full commitment. And Sentinels need that going into this round here.
Oh, so instead of just sending Jing, we fixed our problem. We have to push out faster.
Something. Rushing forward, Monyet up on top, covering fire. Flash does go through. Quick turn from that one. No one within the window, and everybody getting ready, just full steam ahead, push up through C site. Forsaken nearby, pushes up, gets himself through the smoke. Another one greets him. There's the entry, Second gets himself on top of the box here at side. Forsaken opens up, Tens, taking down John Cuny, quick reply, 1-for-1 thus far. Second still playing forward. Jing spotting him for a moment. The jump shot. Second takes him down. John Cuny gets another. It's just buying something now in a 2v4. The reveal onto one. Line of sight. Not found. Push up. Saucy gets the headshot. And now it's on the Sultan, but there's a high-low with Saucy on the side, and he cannot get that transfer. 13-13. We keep going.
How is that even fair, man? Second with the jump shot with the Vandal. Gets the kill. I mean, I thought Paper Rex had a really fast reaction. They were able to flood back site. Forsaken was staying alive, still got 1 kill. Try to open things up, slow things down. You had the Reyna and the Omen in back site, and Second just says, it doesn't matter, I'll just jump over the box.
It's a decent catch, but I mean, Forsaken just trying to swing back out. John Cuny reading it perfectly. Fast reacted. Oh my god. What in the hell? Gorgeous scenes, but either way, we are far from done, it would seem. Second again, pushing forward. Does he just open up? Yes, he does! Finds 2 before getting taken down. No additional damage on that spray through, but still, already so much value found.
Yeah, I mean, Paper Rex not spotting him in that previous one. They're not able to check for that.
I mean, your smoke's gone.
You have to just creep in. You have to walk it in. All right, they'll at least use the Lear for that first bit of a duel.
Oh.
That
Saucy.
Decent damage.
A little bit found onto Devi and something. Takes just as much in response. But they have the site. There's no deep flank coming through. No one rotating around through long or sewer. So we know that. Something. Trying to take a forward position. Gets the spot on the one. Trying to exit. Pulls back. And luckily for him, no one goes on the pursuit. Thrown through. But now he's too far forward. Something overcooking, it would seem. Certainly overstaying. The push out, 10 swings in, Devi taken down, and Jing cannot get it done. Sentinels will once again get match point in their pocket, 14-13. And now they go to the attacking side.
Yep. Seems they might have solved the problem here, getting that
Expand
defense win
diamankan
in
sentinel
overtime.
lagi.
See if they can chain it in to a match victory. I mean, most people looking at the bracket for this tournament said, sure, Sentinels, they look good, they look better than they have before, but it's Paper X, right? But it's the runners-up, and then you have Monyet. At the very least, a lateral move, if not an upgrade, depending on meta. And then Sentinels just comes in swinging.
An enormous
Mainannya
performance
Perfect
from
ini
the
ketahuan.
air.
Paper X ini ketahuan dia.
The assist God at the moment. Doesn't need to find the immense impact that we were seeing from him. As long as he's enabling for Zekin to do what he's doing right now. Nearly dropping a 30 bomb, swing up from something, gets a bit of damage across, but cannot find the kills. Once again, punished.
Oh, and I love this. I love this hold from the Sentinels.
Grind it to a halt.
I mean, again, you know what the pattern has been for Paper X. Now, again, some of the weakness that we've seen from Sentinels is they'll wait for this until like the 40-second, 30-second mark. Then they get slowed down by a Nanoswarm. Then they have to run with no information. Monyet is still holding true on C-Site.
Sakin's pushing into tens. He's got a shorty around the corner. Are they actually just going to swing this one? Shots go wide.
Oh,
he swings around, draws out the weapon, and Tens gets the headshot. 18 HP, sends out the paranoia. Forsaken again, going to be tagged by this one. Second arrives, the savior to keep him alive. Divine before he dies, managing to find two, but now it's just Monyet rotating still back over to the A site in a 1v3. They know his position. They see where the paranoia comes from, and they can anticipate that it's going to be the approach here into heaven. Sasi will get the final shot in 15-13. Sentinels will explode out onto the stage here in South Korea in our opening game of AVL with a win.
Oh, and the crowd goes wild. They've been waiting to watch Sentinels here live in Korea. And a lot of people looked at the groups and said, damn, it's going to be a shame, because chances are we're not going to be able to see them all the way through. But guess what? Sentinels just extended their stay here for just a bit longer, as they are the first team to go into that winner's bracket here of Group A.
Unreal match here between these two squads. It absolutely delivered across the board, all the way to game 3, all the way into a double overtime. But Sentinels here, they managed to get it done on foreign ground. They pick up their first international victory in so very long.
Yeah, just look at how happy they are, and you can often tell once a game finishes if a team is just happy to win or if they're happy because they feel like they won on their terms, right? If they feel like their plans worked out, and it seems like right now they are just happy to congratulate each other, really respecting the work that each of them did in their own position. Zekin dropping that 30 here going into overtime, carrying the team in terms of kills as that entry. But as you mentioned before, a lot of that is off the back of the assist from the likes of Zelsis.
Yeah, just